fish people, I'm Nosh from FishOn TV, and it is Sunday the 20th of June, and it's been red hot for 8-9 days, and it's pretty miserable today. It's 11 degrees today. It's been 20 odd degrees, 27, 28, silly temperatures like that, but a big change in weather, which I'm not so sure it'll put the fish off too much because the water's quite warm. The last time I fished it was definitely quite warm. So where are we going today, are you thinking? Well, I'm just sat just off the A1 waiting for my mate Turtle. Some right names, aren't they? Well, these folk I know. Turtle, Shane Gibbons. We are fishing at Worsbrough Reservoir. David Wood rang me the other day and said, how do you fancy giving Worsbrough a go? He's wanted to smash me up, isn't he, obviously. And so is Shane, or Turtle, or Gibbo, or, well, there's all sorts of names for him anyway. But we'll call him Turtle. Everybody knows him as Turtle now. He calls everybody Turts. Yeah, he's a strange lad, isn't he? Anyway, let's get back to what I'm talking about. Worsbrough Reservoir. The only thing I've done there is a bit of filming for David in that, for what they call it, a big cup, Yorkshire Cup match I think it was, or something, Yorkshire Feeder Cup, and I was there all day. That's the first time I've seen it. Never fished it. Turtle's fished it a lot. He loves it here. David Wood, he's fished it quite a lot. Now I do know from walking around there are some mighty carp in there. I don't know, there were double figures plus the ones that I could see as I was walking around. A little bit out of range for casting to, unless they put the bank wall on and maybe you can get to them. But I reckon there were a fair few 20 odd pounders in there. It's hard to tell in water, but they were big, broad hippos, I suppose you could call them. So there's plenty of carp in there, I know that for a fact. There's lots of bream, lots of silverfish, hybrids, things like that. So I'm going to keep it simple today. I've had a busy week this week. Feeling sorry for myself, a little bit tired. We've had working in that sun, whatever. Just feel a little bit dainty today. Little bit under the weather. Had a couple of drinks last night. Went out with me, my lovely wife. Wasn't too late, but you know, I just still feel a bit tired. So I'm going to keep it dead simple. I'm going to have a rod for a long line. I'm not really sure how you fish it, but I'm assuming most people are going to go for carp. So I'm going to do a bit of both. I'm going to go long for carp on the hybrid feeder, and then I'm going to catapult, and I'm going to keep doing it throughout the day. I don't know whether it'll work or not. I'm going to keep catapulting pellets and keep catapulting little balls of ground bait into. I'm not going to clip up. I'm going to feather it down like I would with the bomb into the area where bait's going out. I don't want it all in one little pile. Carp like to graze, bream like to graze, so I'm quite happy with sort of a spread carping, so it gives me a nice area to cast into without having to clip up. Because if you hook into one of those things that I saw at short range and you've clipped up, you're going to have to be quick to get that clip undone. So that, hopefully, I'm going to have lots of micros and ground bait on the feeder there, on the method feeder or hybrid feeder, depends how deep it is where I am, where I get drawn. David says we don't want the wall because it's in your way. Knowing my luck, I'll probably draw the wall, so everything's really awkward. But hey, it's a day's fishing, we're out fishing. So short line for anything that swims, gives me the options of catching a few silvers and skimmers. I'm thinking that's probably going to be catapult range, 20 to 25 metres, and I'll probably have one at 50 metres, see how things go, watch what the people are doing. I can always go further out. I would say, accuracy wise, my max with the rod that I've got, keeping it fairly accurate, I think 70 to 75, anything over that, it could pretty much go anywhere. I think I'd need a slightly longer rod maybe, but sort of 50 to 70, I can keep it quite accurate at that, so. And I can always work out depending on what other people are doing. But I know some people like to do some mighty casts on there. They like to show how far they can chuck it. 100 metres, 110 metres. Mighty cast then, mighty. But we shall see. what happens today. I won't be videoing the draw, it's just a rolling draw, pretty boring. So we'll see you at my peg. So let's keep me fingers crossed, we'll say that I get a decent place. I want to be on the boards, nice easy casting, not on the wall. You know what's coming though, folks. So we'll see you soon. Right, I'm ready, all at my peg. Bit of a carry on getting all your gear down, but Dave's helped me get my gear down. Drawn peg 16. Oh, thank you. Always cadging as well. Oh, I've got, I couldn't believe it, couldn't David? David Ward is drawn peg 17 right at the side of me, look there. There we go. He was going to wade out, but he's chickened out on that one. Well, apparently peg 16 and 17, it's not very good. So I don't know what to expect. He thinks we might get 1 or 2, but he says we've no chance. We can't compete with peg 36 over there, and we can't compete with peg 1 to 8 really, he says. Very difficult area. Hopefully get 1 or 2. So what's my plan? I think I've mentioned it earlier. A long line, a short method feeder line, which I'm going to be firing. I'm going to keep firing pellets, something a bit different. I don't think many people do it. Fire pellets over there. Keep firing a few little balls of ground bait and keep trying that, because yeah, they say there's no carp round here, but they've got to come in at some point. So we'll just have a sneaky look on that, and I'm going to be using sort of small wafters, 4 and 5 mil wafters, and to pick anything up. So that, you know, hybrids, skimmers, roach, anything, and carp if they actually come in. So that's the plan. I'll let you have a look at the peg. It's pretty much all the same. There we go. So we'll start with David there. That's the dam wall over there. And it's the first time I've seen him smile this morning, actually, folks. I've been telling him Hakuna Matata means no worries, people, doesn't it? And this end peg, let's have a look if I can get it, end peg here, if it chucks to that, I've seen loads of big carp, I mentioned it earlier, gobbling bread up. So if he chucks over there, he's going to take some beating, surely. But there we go. Gorgeous place. They're the boards that we thought we were going to be fishing on today. Absolutely lovely. And these, Dave's the last in his section, I'm the first in my section, all the way down here. Got Gav Smith at the side of me. He's gone out to make casting easy, because as you can see there's a wall straight behind you, so it does make casting a little bit difficult. I've just had a cast, it didn't get in my way. And peg 1 is round the corner. That's supposed to be a favoured area as well. So I reckon 1 and 36 I'm going to take some beating. We've got Josh Brown in peg 2. He's a mighty fisherman. Turtle, my mate Turtle, Shane Gibbons. If you don't know his name, well, you do now. He's in peg 8. He's happy with that, and he's just laughing at me being sat here. So, but he reckons he's won a match from here. You just never know what to believe with Turtle. He's as bad as soz, trust me. Right, what have we got for bait? Here we go. Look. So I've got some ground bait made up. I've got some more micros with a few 4 mils in. I'm going to be firing, depending on the wind, 6 or 8 mils I'm going to be firing with catapult range. I'm not clipping up with that short method feeder. Wherever these land, that's where I'm going to be casting. If you hook into a big carp, I can let it run. I'm going to do a few balls of small balls of ground bait mixed with a few micros, just keep catapulting them out now and again. And I've also got dead reds for that line. And if there are plenty of skimmers knocking about, I know they'll definitely eat these, so why not put some of those on as well. Couple of mixed different pellets. Itasono Bex Fluoro there. We've got Ringer's Chocolate Yellow there, the small ones, and some dumbbells, baked tech dumbbells, all different size, 8 mil, all different colours, and obviously hook lengths, spare hook lengths. We start watching me pound counter, how many pounds we're going to end up with today. So that's pretty much it. We've just had a little bet, me and Dave. We're having a golden nugget, because we don't think we can compete today, so we've got a golden nugget on it between us. He's been here quite a few times. My first go. Let's see how we get on. I've not measured how far out it is. It's nowhere to stand really, but I'm at about 45 to 50 metres, and I can get quite a bit further. I've had a little cast, and I don't know, 70, 75 I can go to if I have to, but we'll see. So to start with, I'm going to be sort of 4 or 5 minute casts at the very most. I want to build the swim up out there, and I'll be building the short spool. So let's hope we get a few bites. Just rod only, dead simple game, dead simple day. So I think somebody's just shouted time, so there we go. Let's get fishing. Over and out. Update soon. Right, we are 1 hour in and I feel like a fish shop fish. I'm getting battered both sides. Gav's had a couple. Dave Wood side of me's had a carp and a skimmer, and I've just had the tiniest bite in the world, and I think it's a skimmer. But oh wait a minute, I forgot my landing net's right over there. Oh, that's not a bad bream, that. Not bad at all. Yeah, that'll do. Oh yeah, I forgot. No room to put your landing net here. So yeah, that'll do. That's a decent sized one. There we go. Not bad at all. I'll just get this out of my way. Right, I want to show you something. I think he's my mate now, he's Dave Wood. Because he's just been across. I said, would I like one of those? It's like a shortbread with chocolate bits in. Beautiful. So I'm going to have that with a cup of coffee. So thank you, David Wood. I never thought he'd share this snap, you know. Unbelievable. I was shocked. I nearly forgot to say thank you. I was that shocked. So yeah, that's 1 hour in. That's the first sign that I've had. I'm baiting that short line up quite heavily. Dave says he's never seen anything caught off that line, but we'll see. So just a little pink wafter on there, which is all snotted up with the bream slime. So we best get that lot off, aren't we? And that's your first update. Apparently the wind's blowing that way, which is pretty unusual for here, Dave's just been telling me, and they're all catching around that corner. I know Gav's had one, a nice carp and a skimmer, but apparently, and the guy next to us lost two, but apparently they were catching from off round corner. So that's where Turtle is, and Josh Brown, they're going to take some beating. Don't know how that guy's going on over there, but we shall see. I'll get back in on that same line and hope we hook into a carp too. So there's a golden nugget on this one. Serious stuff. Serious. Can't be losing another one to Woody. Right, over and out. Right, we've just gone out a little bit further. He's in again?
No, he's just had one, didn't he?
Yeah. Right, we've just gone out a little bit further now. Both Dave and I, we've not had a fish since my skimmer and his carp and skimmer, so he's still beating me by a carp. Gav's had another carp, and the guy next to him now has lost 4. I think he's had 2 and lost 4. Just spotted a turtle. They are catching round there. You never know what to believe with him though, because he says that he's had non-turtle. Don't believe him. But peg 1 and 2's catching, peg 4's catching. I've not really heard of anybody else catching too much. Oh, put my timer on. So I keep feeding. Dave's hoping it's going to go around actually if I do go my short. I keep feeding. I've been feeding plenty of 6 mils and 8 mils. So it gives me a choice of if I'm going on method, I can put smaller pellets on, or bomb. And I would say distance wise, I don't know, 20 metres. So, and I've been having up to 15-minute casts on the last couple. I'm going to go back to 10-12 minute casts, we'll see. I mean, the bream that I got came after 14 minutes, so that's why I started leaving it 15 minutes, but it's made no difference. I've tried a little bit right, a little bit left as well. I've just gone back down where all the first 4 or 5 casts worth. There'll be a bit of bait down there. Having said that, it is 3 metres further out, which don't bother me too much. There's been nothing on the slightly shorter line, so I'm just seeing if, with all the noise and splashing, if they have backed off a little bit, and I'll just keep working out as well. So just have to hope that this tip starts going round, but it's not looking great, folks, not looking great at all. Just need that tip to start going round. Like I said, I don't think we've much chance of winning anything from here, apart from £1. That's the main one. So, and apparently the guy on 36, I think it is, over there, nobody's had any fish down there apparently, so how true that is I don't know, but we'll keep soldiering on, keep putting it down the same hole, and hope that I have a visit on the short line. In fact, I might give it a little go shortly. So we're, how long we're in? We're 2 hours in, so it's the line I can just keep having a look at, give it 10 minutes, and if there's nothing, just keep feeding it and hope that some carp or decent sized bream move in on it. So I've got the bomb set up for that, and a method set up for that. And there we go. Not a lot to report really. Over and out. Oh damn it, bad news. He's just cast out, as Dave. Just started tucking into his hummus and carrots or something. Sounds a bit too healthy for me, for Dave, that. And then I heard him go, oh, hey up. And he's just hooked into another one. Damn it. It's a carp as well. And the guy further up has lost another one. Nobody likes to see that. Yeah, this is in his Dave. Oh, it's a nice carp as well. I'll let you have a look. Look at him. Oh, he's got 2 hands on now. Go on then, Dave. Stop posing now, mate. Big fish, he says. Big fish. What can one do? I just have to hope that tip goes round. Right. I'm sure he's going to land this. He'll have a big hook on. He don't mess about, don't Dave? Size 12 QM1. So, good luck, Dave. Well, I thought I went into a carp. He's just landed a great carp. And it looks like I'm into a bream. A lovely bite as well. Oh, it was an hybrid. It just pulled out of the net. Can you believe it? It was an hybrid. Oh, nobody likes to see that.
Mighty. Not so mighty today, Alan.
Damn it! Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right on the net rim it was. How can a size 12 QM1 come out like that? I'll never know. Oh, he's talking about his hummuses, Dave. Oh well, let's get back out. Damn it. Believe that, a lovely hybrid as well, that. About the same size as that bream, I think. It's, Dave's just loving it, that. Loving it. So we'll get back out. Just hope that the tip goes round again. Right, over and out to another one. I think it's another skimmer. It's a small skimmer, this one. At least, yeah, it did pull rod off, yeah. It's a lovely bite as well, and it's this little thing. Make sure I'm not knocking somebody's head off behind me. A small skimmer, half the size of the other one. But at least it's a fish and a bite. What we're after. Now let's get back out there. Let's see if we can catch a carp. I need a few carp. Never mind all these tiddly little things. Right. You had to see that one because Dave just loved me losing that last one. Nobody likes to see that, does they though? Right, here we go. Well, that's just heaved right round. They've just been telling me here that it don't happen with skimmers, but that has just literally gone right round. I thought, oh, there we go, this is a carp. I think it's another goddamn skimmer. Can't write it. Yeah, oh, it's a good one. It's a nice one. I'll catch them all day. I don't mind those. Yes. In fact, I'll go as far as to say that is a bream. I'll let you have a look at that one. They're not bad at all, are they? It's got to be 2.5, maybe I'd say £3 that one, £3. We'll give him 3. So we're happy with those at that size. Nice one, 2.5 minutes. Come on, the big beams. Right, update for you. We've got just short of 2 hours left. I've gone out another 10 metres or so altogether. Just no bites anyway. I've had a quick look on my short line. No indications on that just yet. Whether something turns up or not, I don't know. I've spoke to Turtle. He reckons he's got nothing, but Gav's seen him landing a few. We think he's got 8 carp and a bait bucket. He landed a bait bucket. So, well done, Turtle. Never heard of anybody landing a bait bucket. It's a mighty effort. Oh, well done, cop. But yeah, as Dave predicted, it's tough round here, but he is beating me for the pound. He's got a small carp, a decent carp, and 2 skimmers. I've got those three skimmers. I've only got about £5 or £6. I need a good carp to compete with Dave, but I'm not seeing anybody catching anything around here at all. It seems very, very quiet indeed. It does seem like the area to beat is in the slightly shallow water around the corner. I wasn't to know that, but apparently from pegs 1 to 10 are the more favoured areas, so it's been a bit of an hard slog here, got to say. Not very many bites. I think I've had 1 liner, so not many indications at all. But you can only do your best, and we will carry on for the next 2 hours and just hope we're hooking something decent to give myself half a chance of beating Dave for the golden nugget. But it ain't looking very good at all. Very typical. Oh, never mind. Right, that's your update. Pretty boring. And we'll just persevere and hope we get another one. Over and out. Right then, folks, that's the end of the match for me and Dave and everybody else. I've not had a bite since the last bream that you saw. Look at big grin on his face. Damn it. Golden nugget. He's definitely done me. 2 carp, 3 skimmers. I've only got those 3 skimmers for about £6. What weight do you reckon you've got, Dave?
Sorry, what was that?
What weight do you reckon you've got?
Oh, I don't know, 10, 12.
10,
13,
12
14, 15.
Been difficult here though, hasn't it? None of us have had a bite for the last 3 hours, have we?
No, terrible.
So it's been pretty poor. They've been catching, as we thought, round the corner. But one golden nugget. Well fished, Dave. We can't shake hands, but damn it, that's 2 in a row. He's 2-0 up. We'll have to make amends at Holcroft Fishery. We're looking forward to that, aren't we, Dave?
Yeah, what do you find? Well, there's a running bit of a joke.
We've got a running
no,
joke.
Mate, nothing. No.
We've got absolutely no idea what to do at Holcroft Fishery. We're going to wait and see where we get drawn. It's going to be pretty tough, innit?
Right.
So
It'll be terrible.
That's the end of that.
For a fly in it. I hope you get next peg, and I'll smash you up 4 times. 4 times.
3.
Sorry, 3.
Oh no, you're claiming bounty as well, aren't you, Dave?
Yeah, I'm claiming the bounty. That's
Yeah.
3, 4.
I couldn't stop laughing at him nearly being sick. That's why he did me on that one. So it's Holcroft Fishery for me and Dave next. I will give you the results a little bit later on. We think Turtle's done a few. They've been catching on pegs.
Turtles won it.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Pegs 1, 2, 4 and 8 have been catching apparently around there. So that's it. We'll see what the results are, see what Dave weighs in, and I'll speak to you pretty soon. Say ta-ra, Dave.
Ta-ra!
Well, fish people, we are all weighed in and I've just arrived home, so I'm just going to conclude this video for you. Worsbrough Reservoir, beautiful place. I have seen it before, never fished it before. Turtle and Josh Brown drew just before me, and both of them drew in what they call the shallows. I mean, when they said I've got peg 8, peg 2, I didn't know whether that was good or bad, but it's turned out that that is the area to be. Apparently from peg 1 to about 9, maybe 10, I think they said definitely 9 downwards is the area to be in. It's where most of the carp seem to be showing, and it's definitely proved that. There's been 1 or 2 carp caught elsewhere, but not very many at all. So peg 16 is where I drew. David would turn up a little bit later. He's drawn peg 17. We had a decent laugh with him. Gav Smith to the left, hooked into on peg 15, hooked into one straight away, first cast. I've gone out and had no signs whatsoever. I think I started at about, couldn't measure it meters wise, but about 54 turns, I think it was. Yeah, 54 turns the first one. I'm getting confused. 57 or 58 turns when I went a little bit further out, and I had nothing on that line. Then I went a little bit further out and I started getting 1 or 2 bites. I lost a hybrid, which David Wood has actually, I didn't realise, he's taken a sneaky little video and was laughing his socks off. He's loved it today, as Dave. But the only thing that I could manage to catch today was skimmers. I've ended up with 3. 2 of them were decent. I reckon I've probably got about 6, possibly 7, but we'll say around about the £6 mark. Wasn't really worth weighing in. Let the scalesman crack on and get the job finished. I think David's ended up with just over £20. He had a couple of carp. One of them was a decent one, looked about, I don't know, £8, £9, maybe 10. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. A nice carp anyway. So well done, David. He's just missed out on his section. He's come second in section. Greg Owen won the section with £23 something. But more importantly for Dave, which he's absolutely over the moon with, he took a quid off me. He has smashed me up. Just didn't seem to be any carp showing where I was. He said it looks like you're in the skimmer peg, as he kept reminding me. We had a good laugh today. Decent crap. There was nothing else to do for quite a few hours. So going back to my fishing, what I have done, I've edged out. Once I got no more bites on the line I was actually having a few bites on, I've edged out, and then eventually I've taken the clip off, which I re-clipped back up, and I was at about 88, 89 turns. Really went quite a lot further out, so I don't know how many meters that would be. 80 meters maybe, something like that, and not a sign. Meanwhile, I've been feeding that short line at about 20 to 25 meters. I went for a carp attack today, and I thought I'll feed it with 6 and 8mm pellets, and I've gone on it 3 times, 4 times. I gave it a good 25 minutes in the last half hour, and not a sign. I think I had one little jab. We're not right sure whether that was a grebe swimming past or something. We don't know, because it was funny because Dave had a little jab pretty much at the same time, so don't know whether that was any real indication, but not a sign on that. What would I do if I drew there next time? If I drew that area next time, I think I would probably prime a roach and skimmer line in sort of your typical way: dead reds, casters, chopworm, pinkies, ground bait. I think I'd probably do that, and I would, looking at where I saw 1 or 2 fish topping, small of these silverfish, I would probably go to about 30, maybe 35 metres. I saw quite a few topping round that sort of distance, so I think that's where I'd target next time as a backup line if there were no carp showing. I'd definitely be looking to try and win a section. Looks like sort of 20 to 30 pounds is enough to win a section. You can catch that amount of silverfish there, so probably something worth looking at. So I'd go have a carp line, and then I'd go for the roach and skimmer line if I drew that area. If I drew in the shallows, from what I've seen today, I think you'd have to go for an out and out carp attack. So that would probably be mainly one rod. Again, I might prime a short line with pellets and see if we can get any carp closer in that area, if it went quite on the long line. But it seems pretty much like a Barson type attack, especially if you are on the carp. It's a long chuck, keep it nice and accurate. More than happy with my casting. Didn't really hinder me too much, the wall behind me. I've pretty much hit, I'm not going to say exactly where I wanted. There was a crosswind, but I've not been far away. I've been quite happy with that. Just didn't seem to go around with any carps. Right, who's done the biz? Well, I mentioned early on in the video, Turtle said he'd not had a bite, but I know Turtle. Shane, don't I, Turtle? Kept telling me he'd got nothing. I didn't believe a word of it. He's landed a few carp, I don't know exactly how many, and some skimmers. He also landed a lovely bait bucket. His rod went straight round, hooked into a mighty fish, and he's ended up landing a bait bucket. So well done, Shane. Never heard of that one before. Well done, son. But he's ended up with £49 something, and I think he's come second by an ounce. So on peg 8. So Shane Gibbons, my old mate Turtle, what a mighty fisherman you are, son. You lucky little toe rag. Good to see him today. Good laugh, always a good laugh is Shane. And in first place, drew just before me. Where did it? Josh Brown is drawn peg 2. Sorry, yeah, forgotten to talk about it. In the shallows again, drawn peg 2. I think he said it had £65. He's today's match winner. All carp, I think, by the sounds of it. So Josh Brown, what a mighty fisherman you are. Well done, son. You are Worsbrough's open match mightiest fisherman today. So well done, son. So all I can say is that me and Dave's had a great laugh. He smashed me up. I've not done so well. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a cracking little venue. Like I say, it'd be nice to draw in those shallows and just see what it's like to catch a carp there. So I hope you've enjoyed the insights to my first adventure at Worsbrough Reservoir. So until next time, it's the UK Champs on Wednesday at the mighty Hallcroft Fisheries. Me and Dave have no idea where to start there. We're just going to wait till we draw his peg and decide what we're going to do on the day. So we can take in the kitchen sink, have a look and decide what we're going to do. So UK Champs on Wednesday, I will be videoing that, so I look forward to seeing you there. And don't forget, folks, if you do enjoy my videos, it's an absolute freebie to subscribe. If you click the notification bell, you will get all our videos as we upload them. And a thumbs up would be very, very nice. So until next time, fish on, guys. We'll see you pretty soon.